What if I told you guys that I knew the reason that social media was a struggle for you? What would you say? Would you tell me I'm crazy? Well, I will tell you, and I firmly believe this. This does not matter your age, race, gender, any of that. I will tell you what separates the winners and the losers on social media. So, welcome back to the channel, guys. Excited to have you guys. Let's jump into it. It is one simple thing between your business having success on social media and your business not. And it's consistency. And I want to talk to you guys about really how my life has changed. I've always kind of been like the social media guy. My business has always grown through social media, and my real estate business has exploded since I was on social media. But really, over the past a year and a half, 2 years, it went from like really growing a lot to exploding. And this is why. So back in May of 2024, my mentor, Vincent Puglisi, we were on a mastermind call, and he said, I'll give you the cleaned up version. But he basically said, I'm so tired of your freaking BS. He said, I'm tired of it. And I like was like, wait a second. He's like, I don't want to hear it. You're arguing with me. You're arguing with me. He said, I'll never forget this. He said, you, John, are the social media guy for realtors. The stuff you talk about on social media that you think is basic and ordinary is very complicated and very advanced, and you should be teaching people this. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm stubborn. Vincent, I'm so sorry. I was stubborn for a while. I argued, no, 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 you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Right? And then as I looked at it over the next couple weeks between mastermind calls, I said, you know what? You're right. You're right. I was the guy. So many people saw me and see me as the guy that can teach realtors organic social media strategies to take your business to the next level. And I wasn't doing it. I wasn't sharing my journey enough. I wasn't telling stories. Does this sound familiar now, guys? And I was not sharing my journey. And like so many people, I wasn't posting enough and posting consistently and posting with content buckets. And we'll get into that at some point. But here's the deal, most realtors quit too soon. They try social media for a week, a month, a couple days, whatever. And then when they don't see instant results, they stop. I would basically say on social media, so many of you are looking for microwave results when it's like an oven or a crock pot, right? It is. But I still remember that time in last May when I said, you know what? I do want to be the guy. I want to grow my business. And I realized, John, you have to show up on social media every single day. You have to. And so I made the decision right then and there when I finally stopped arguing and said, you're right. I made the decision I was going to post every single day. No excuses. And at first, it was uncomfortable. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how. I didn't have the content, right? The same crap I hear so many of you moaning about was what I said. And I still remember at the beginning that I was like, no, I can't do this. Do you know how I got better, guys? By doing it. By doing it. It was pretty simple. You know, if you're a sports fan, remember Allen Iverson, we're talking about practice. That's what it takes. It takes practice. And I still remember during one of those arguments and going back and forth with Vincent, I remember saying something like, I don't have time. I don't have time. And he said to me, John, and you guys that know me know this, he said, John, how often do you sit down to watch the Phillies? And I'm like, I mean, every day, usually I'm watching the game. And he said, then shut up. I don't want to hear it. He said, then before you sit down to watch the Phillies game tonight for a couple hours, I want you to make a social media post or have one ready for tomorrow. And that was like the mic drop moment where I realized I have time. We all have time. You have time. There's things you do in your business that maybe are very important, like spending time with your kids or your spouse or going to church or whatever it is. And then there's other things where you're wasting times, you're scrolling reels, whatever. And it is all about consistency and making it a priority. Now, when I started doing this, and I'll just let you guys know, I do not post every single day, but that is the goal. And I'm not perfect, but if you were to go back to that day last May, so whatever it is, 500, 600 days, I would bet you I've probably posted 99% of those days. And at first it was uncomfortable. I didn't always know what to say. Some days I felt like my posts were a waste or weren't good enough. But here's the thing. Consistency beats talent. Consistency meets money and marketing. We've talked about that. You can have the best camera, the fanciest graphics, the most polished ads, but if you are not consistent, you will never win. How many of us have this, right? Have this in front of us all the time with videos and posts that we make and then they sit on this device. How many of us, right? You can have the best phone, all the storage, but if you are not consistent, you will never win. If you record the content but never do anything with it, you will not have success. And I watched it happen slowly as I grew and as my content got better and more consistent. Guess what? I started to pick up momentum, right? People who never liked or commented before started making comments and liking stuff and reaching out via DMs. I've sold some of those people homes, right? So it is all about being consistent, right? It really is. Past clients remembered me because of my social media post. Realtors who wanted to grow their business through organic social media saw my stuff and reached out. The compound effect kicked in, right? So by summer of 2024, and I was always, I had a six-figure business and was growing, but by summer of 2024, I really started to notice something. Deals were literally just coming straight to me consistently. Right? I don't have a CRM. We'll talk about that on another video. But I had people that I had not spoken to in so long, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, reach out because they kept sawing my post. They saw the vulnerable post, like we talked about on the last video, and they were just showing up in my inbox multiple times per week because they saw my stuff, thought of me as a realtor, and reached out. So when this happened, of course, my confidence grew. But even bigger than that, my business became predictable. When you are consistent, you don't sit around like this wondering where's the next deal coming from? What am I going to do? You know that by showing up, you naturally the deals are going to come, the opportunities will follow. And so consistency with social media gave me a peace of mind and a sense of control that I've never had before in my business. And so here's what I want you guys to understand. Consistency is not just posting. It's about committing to showing up every day and posting. It's about not overthinking it. Most agents do. You guys overthink. You want perfect, so you stall. But it's like fitness or spending time with your spouse or something. Social media, the results compound over time. Imagine that you're like, oh, I want to run a marathon, but you don't exercise for 5 months and then you just think you can go run 26.2 miles. And I've run a marathon. It takes an intense amount of training. Imagine if you said to your spouse, if you said, oh, I want to, yeah, they want to spend time with you or have a date night, and you're like, well, what do you mean? I saw you in March. Imagine how they would respond. Would they like it? Absolutely not. And so it's all about compounding fitness, time with your spouse or kids. You don't see those results maybe right away, but consistency is where you see the results. It's like investments. If you have money in the stock or IRAs or something like that, when you put that money in, it maybe grew a few pennies the next day. Well, now look at it. Some of you have become millionaires or earned hundreds of thousands of dollars by just being in the market for a long time. And so I would encourage you to think of your social media like the market, like investing. You don't see the results immediately, but if you keep showing up, I promise you the breakthrough will happen for all of you. And I'm living proof of that. I had that first breakthrough that we talked about in August of 2020, but it only came because I spent a year posting consistently. Now, again, I wasn't posting consistently like every day, and that's what Vincent saw as my, pain point. And so you have to do it consistently. You cannot skip this part of this. So if you're looking at this and you want like the get rich quick scheme, the immediate social media, how to get 100,000 views, this is the wrong channel for you because it just does not happen organically like that. So here is the takeaway that I want you guys to exit this video with. Consistency is a game changer. It is the only social media strategy that works long term. So without consistency, I would still be broke and wondering if real estate is for me, and maybe you are as well. But because I committed to showing up every day, and even more so after Vincent really put pressure on me and said, "You need to be better. I'm so freaking tired of your BS." That's not what he actually said, but we'll keep it clean here. It's all about consistency. And even when I don't feel like it, guys, some days, even posting every day, there are certain days I don't feel like posting. But even when I doubted myself, I posted and now built a multiple six-figure real estate business, an icon agent at EXP, the top 1%. Now I get to serve and mentor other realtors within our amazing organization, the Wolf Pack, and I have almost 50 agents. And if you want that kind of success, it starts with one choice right now: be consistent. So if that resonates with you, please make sure you hit subscribe, share it with some friends, and just watch the videos here. I will be putting out 2 videos a week to help you, realtors, grow your business consistently, all through organic social media. No cold calling, no door knocking, no ads, no buying leads. So thanks so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on our next episode.